One. I know it's a good introduction if there's a word I don't know. Pursuit. Is this a female dress outfit? I'm not sure. I also hope that I'm not the half comic. Is that something about your statue, Brian? Sorry. Low blow. So I really like it when restaurants seem to be named for the people who are eating there. Like, I really like seeing fat rednecks at Cracker Barrel. Or enthusiastic lesbians at Wahoo's. I don't like it though when the name of the restaurant makes it seem like they shouldn't be there, like minorities at White Castle. Or hungry people at Arby's. It's also why I only go to Mad Green's when I'm really stoned. And the only reason I go there is that someone will finally toss my salad. It's really important that you keep those tossing phrases, in line, because it's really awkward when you should have said you feel like tossing some cookies after a big family dinner. So one of the things that I like to do occasionally is smoke weed. Another thing that I like to do occasionally is people watch, but it gets really bad if I try and do those two things together. Like, if we were 300 years ago, my American Indian name would be Staring Rudely. And it's bad when I get called out, I'll just be like staring at someone for like 5 minutes and they'll go, "What the fuck you looking at, bro?" And sober me is like, "Oh, I just love that shirt." And stoned me is like, "You're goiter. I think you're getting a goiter." No, you're not. It's bad when you do it stoned, but I've learned a lot from people watching. Like, if you fart at a concert, people are gonna notice. If you stop dancing to fart every time, they're gonna know who did it. And if you do it enough, you'll be the center of the dance floor. I've learned that if you wear white after Labor Day, you're in luck because I confuse Labor and Memorial Day. This is People Watching 101. If you put a leash on your kid, you don't appreciate it when I yell mush. Side note, child walking businesses are not viable. If you put a spoiler on your car, spoiler alert, I hate you. Thanks, Albie. This is something I recently learned. Guess how many eggs I can fit in my butt without any of them breaking? Nope, goose eggs. Speaking of my butt, I was camping this summer, and I did that thing where you dig a hole to, do your business or whatever, and I dug up someone else's poop. That's the worst treasure ever. It did get me thinking about other bad buried treasures, though, and I came up with this list. Number 1, poop. 2, landmines. 3, dead pets. 4, mass graves. 5, mass graves of dead pets. 6, my granddad. Movie sequels are only appropriate for movies where the character seems like they could have a sequel. Like, for example, this fall, the movie Taken 2 came out, which surprised me because I saw the first Taken. I was led to believe that you were good at your job, Liam Neeson. There's like 50 other spies that they don't fucking steal your family. Liam Neeson's on one side of the phone like, "I have a very particular set of skills." On the other side, they're all... About that one. Trying out new stuff here. Another sequel that came out this summer was The Expendables 2. Apparently they forgot what the name of the title means. I forgot the rest of the shit. That's like the kamikaze pilot that shows back up on the aircraft carrier. They should call the next one The Dependables. And the fourth sequel, just The People in Depends. I want to make a movie called The Untemptables, and it's about the gun in the lockbox on the International Space Station, and it's really boring. I recently showed up to the airport, and I was alarmed when I got there because I saw that they have one of those full body scanners. They can see everything, and I immediately regretted wrapping my penis in tinfoil that morning. What was more awkward than explaining what it was, though, was winning the argument about whether or not there was a policy against it. I'm really intrigued by this idea of instantaneous teleportation. You know, something like disapparating like they have in Harry Potter, just you're there, you know? But for some reason, I don't think I'd be the only person allowed to use this technology. And so if you really think about it, having everyone able to teleport wherever they wanted would blow. Trips to the top of Everest are marred by bros playing beer pong and stoners getting double high. Flashers create a world of surprise penis. They get really good at it so they can just teleport into and out of your mouth while you're eating. Oh, this soup tastes terrible. I just learned that you can carry a gun outside of your clothes. It's only if you want to cover it up that you need a concealed carry permit. Which I guess makes sense because you don't want it to be like, oh, you're horny, oh, you're angry. But it got me thinking about other types of permits that they should have. Like, I wanted an evasive carry permit so that I can use my butt holster. Personal safety has never felt better. That would actually be a really great gun control method, just mandatory invasive carry. Is that a gang fight or a public orgy? Colon cancer drops dramatically amongst hunters due to increased early detection. Undercover cops have a really hard time because of the assless chaps their position requires. Oh yeah. The only downside to invasive carry permits is that it's about the only thing that could make getting shot any shittier. That was an easy one. So I feel like there's this new restaurant craze where it's like an open kitchen so that you can watch the chef. But it's never like, you know, translucent tables. You can't see anything on the chef except from like here up. And if you've ever watched someone cook, all that you're seeing with this, it looks like you're fucking the shit out of my spaghetti. I don't want that. The U.S. gymnastics team was like big in the spotlight this summer because of the Olympics, and with it came the return of Shawn Johnson. And I know I had a big crush on her when she was, you know, famous in the 90s in the Olympics, but I was too young to really, you know, think about what sex would be like with her. And I know that sex with the gymnast is like a total cliche, but I don't think that people really have thought about the potential there. I like to imagine walking into my dark house with exposed rafters. I see something flipping along the ceiling, but I can't quite tell what it is. Something scatters across the table and I call out, "Little girl, get out of my house, where are your parents?" Suddenly I'm lifted from the floor, but what I can only assume is the jaws of life, but turn out to be Sean's vagina. It's too graphic to go on from there. I was listening to the radio the other day, and this ad came on that was something like, "Is it 2 a.m. and you have to work in 4 hours and all you want to do is sleep? Being a parent can be hard, but you know what you should never do? You should never shake the baby." Wait, really? We have to tell people not to do that? And the ad goes on, and it's like, "Shaken baby syndrome can lead to cerebral..." Whoa, did he say syndrome? Since when do we start calling things that ridiculously stupid people do syndromes? It's not, "Oh, how'd your cousin die again?" "Man, he died from shooting a gun at the cops and getting shot by them syndrome." We don't call it NASCAR syndrome or Scientology syndrome. Shouldn't it just be shaken baby murder? But I don't know. I don't listen to the radio ever. You know, for all I know, there are ads out there that are like, Don't use your baby as a doorstop. Never feed your baby to another baby. It's inadvisable to play hide and seek with your baby for more than 3 days. I had this great experience on Facebook the other day where a friend of mine from high school who I had never talked to posted a status update that said something to the effect of, "Have you ever been picking at a skin tag only to realize it's a dingleberry?" That's disgusting. She must not know what a dingleberry is. So I posted the definition of the word dingleberry, and what she wrote back was, "I know." And what I should have done is just unfriended her and never talked to her again. But what I wrote was, "Egg yolk gives me really bad dingleberries." I'm Benjamin, thanks.
Ben Cora, everyone.